Hi, this is Vinny from the iMoot team. I'd just like to welcome everybody to this session. Uh, so we're quite lucky today to have Jerome presenting. Jerome used to work for Moodle HQ and is going to talk about the OAuth um, login plugin, tricky to say, login plugin that he created. We've been using it on the site and it's great. It's really cool. So thank you very much for being with us today, Jerome, and welcome to the iMoot and enjoy your session.
Thank you, Vinny. Hi, everybody. So my plan for this presentation is to show how to install the OAuth2 plugin for Moodle. So plugin lets you log in Moodle with a Facebook or Google account and other provider as well. So I'm interested, in fact, to know. I see we have 8 people. So who are you? Are you a teacher? Are you administrator? System administrator? You can put it in the chat if you want. Mary is administrator. Uh, is the- Okay, and what do you expect from the session? You want to do a live installation, so I can wait for you during this session if you want to install it at the same time, or do you just want to watch it? So I just do a demonstration. Okay, so it seems like people prefer to watch. Uh, so I don't know how much delay there is between the chat and the stream, but I think not too much. So I'm going to switch to share my screen. Here we go. Ah, so I've got the issue. My big blue button disappear. They all become gray. So seems like a flash issue. I'm just going to quit and come back very quickly. It seems like the flash is all broken. sorry, I was mute. Let me know in the chat if I'm going too fast or too slow. So first, I'm going to install quickly Moodle. I want to show you. I'm going to connect to my Moodle server. So it's VPS in America. And what I wanted to show you, it's NDK. It's a Moodle development kit that is used at Moodle HQ by many people. And it's useful to install Moodle demo site and run bhat test. You can do plenty of stuff when you are a developer. And also, I think it's useful for sys administrator. I'm going to my main folder for my Moodle site. So here I see I've got one Moodle site, so I'm going to use NDK. So I'll show you just quickly to do NDK FM because it's indicates to be developed by Frederic Massa, Moodle HQ. Sub should have the tool, Moodle Development Kit, and if you look at installation, it explains how you can install it. So I'm not going to go show that because it's not the point. I just wanted to do a bit of advertising. So if I do create for the version 6 of Moodle, let's go. Forgot. And it's administrator white. So I'm going to install on this URL Moodle ITNE. It's the domain name that I have. NDK create download Moodle. Create a Moodle data folder. So now the folder has been created. You still see my screen? Yeah. Is it better? Do you hear me? Yeah, I think it will be better. And can you see my screen? Because it disappeared from Big Blue Bluton. Okay. Share again. Okay, now you should have it. So I installed the Moodle. So did you see the MD create? And now I do sudo ndk install it, and I'm going to install Moodle on Postgres. And this is installing the Moodle site with NDK. And that's all for NDK. Did you know about NDK? And the Moodle site has been installed. Now we go. And it's installed online. So first connection. So by default, the password is test. But of course I change the default. So I create my user. And now we are going to install Google Oauth. So go on the login page. You've got this screen. And for example, if we go on the iMoot page, login page, we've got it for the share screen to display it. So we've got all these sign in with Google, sign in with Facebook, GitHub, LinkedIn, and Windows. So it's using OpenOauth2. So it's why you don't see Twitter, in fact, because Twitter, it's using OpenOauth1. We have to add Twitter, we have to change quite a lot of code. Just use Twitter library. Let's go to install again. So you can get Google Oauth2 going to get the plugin. So is a main page on Eagle.org plugin repository. Useful link, access to source control URL, which go on GitHub. So you copy the URL. You install it in your Oauth folder. And you call it Google Oauth2. You need to keep the same name. We trigger some great process. The plugin has been installed. So we go to plugin to we don't see the button window into user window. You can see plugin, authentication, manage authentication, enable the plugin, enable, you go to settings, and in settings, I made it clear enough so you don't need to read the doc. In fact, you just install the plugin and go there. And you should have all information. So if it's not clear enough, I need to improve this page. Or you can do pull request as well if you think you can improve this page. And actually, so for the Facebook information, I do need to improve the description. So we are going to set up Google, and so we click on the link. So we arrive on the main page. So if you've never been there, you will need to create a project. So we are going to create a project for iMoot Oauth2 create. Done. So you need to go into API host credential. That's it. And you need to create a new client ID. You pick web application. And if you go back to the slide, it tells you what you need to fill. JavaScript origin. So you copy JavaScript origins. Path. As you can see, your site needs to be HTTPS. It's very important. Mine is not. But it's mostly most important for Google to be HTTPS, but it's better if yours is HTTPS. So I create the client ID. Client ID. Copy client ID. One is secret. And I say if I log out and I log in again, I don't see the button. Why? It's because at this moment we need to edit theme file to display the button. So just one line. We need to see the documentation of GitHub. So I'm on this page. Go in station. We need login. So you can put it teaser in login. Index form. Either you can put it in your theme, and I think you need to go in theme layout, and you probably have a login layout. Your theme got a login layout. So for me, because I'm using the standard theme for 2.6, I'm just going to edit index form.html. I go at the end of the file, and I'm going to add a line. I said, okay, I didn't have the permission, the right permission. No. No, it doesn't work. So let's see. I need to push cache. They save the information, right? So we're going to check log. It's not that machine. Error. Right, it's a bad presentation. Sorry for that. Right. No, it doesn't seem that it is here. So maybe it's the wrong place where I'm trying to add the script. Okay. Mm. I'm very sorry for that. You can just use the code as a case. Ah, finally. Sorry. So here it should display it's what you should obtain. Obtain the button. At the beginning, you should open all the button and not sign in with another service. There is another program still not working properly. Prove that a good documentation is important. Yeah. So I clicked on signing with another authentication, and I think my problem was because I had previously installed this and my cookie was conflicting, because in fact once you connect first with Google plugin, remember you connected with Google and install a cookie on your computer. So next time you come back, you only see the same providers that you use. So if ever you come back a few days later, you don't remember if you use Google or Facebook, the plugin will remember for you. So let's try signing with Google. So I accept to send my email address and my basic information. So this request from the plugin can be changed, in fact. So on the URL of the plugin, we pass a variable called scope that asks Google what information we want from the user that's trying to connect with Google. So by default, I ask the email address and basic information from Google. So we accept. Now I am connected as Jerome Mouneyrac. So I have no permission because it's the first time. It's the first time the plugin detects the user coming from Google. I'm going to create an account for him. So this user will have no permission. You will have to set everything. So admin. User account, user list. Now this user, Jerome Mouneyrac, coming with mouneyrac@gmail.com. So that's my mail address. That's well. When we know we have to put the code. So we are going to install Facebook. It's going to be much faster. You go to the Facebook developer page to create a new app. The name iMoot to new and space new education app difficult part. So they recently announced to change their interface, so quite much trickier than before. By default, they already give you app ID and they give you like that. But you still need to put site URL in settings. Okay, it's here. So you go in settings, you do add platform, site. Here you've got the site URL and site domain. And save. Okay, it's all good. So it's save the site, done, log out, login. And here we see only sign in with Google because we previously signed with Google, sign in with another, and I see sign in with Facebook. So I click here and Facebook as Google do say that our site required then public profile and email address, which is fine. And now Facebook even released anonymous login, so you can ask nothing. But for Moodle purpose, it's much better to get their email address, because if ever the login by Facebook or Google end up to breaks, there is still possible to retrieve an email. With the email, you still can back access to someone, changing the host method for manual. Okay. And here it didn't work. So it's not great, because there is no error message to tell the user why it didn't work. But it didn't work because, in fact, on Facebook, my email address is jerome@mouneyrac.com, and this is an email that already exists in Moodle. It's the one I used when I created the administrator account. And because in 2.6 and previously Moodle do not allow multiple authentication method, Moodle will detect that it's not the same authentication method. It's expecting a manual authentication method for the administrator, and so it's going to fail. True. Administrator, I change the email address. Different email address and name. Change. Log out. And login. Going to sign Facebook. Network. Jerome Mouneyrac. And okay. All good. So that's how we do to install Google Oauth2 plugin. So I will rewrite some documentation to explain where to put the line. It used to work when I used to put it on the bottom. I will have to check it. So if you have any issue, you can go on Hub. There is a wiki, it's plenty of it already, some documentation, and there is an issue tracker with few issues. I add more or do some pull requests. Yeah, that's all, I think. Anyone has a question? If I didn't lose too many people. So for the future improvement, so there is some code that has been pulled for GitHub to make it more secure and to be able to use more email address for GitHub. Because all these different providers, Google and Facebook, they send some information about the email being verified. So they verify that the user owns the email. So it's pretty good, and because we can confirm that we can trust Google and Facebook when they say that the email is verified, and the plugin only accepts verified email for Google and Facebook. But for some other like Microsoft Windows, and GitHub at the current version, they didn't send any verified email information. So when you use this provider, just hope that someone didn't create an account with an email that it doesn't hold. There is no way, if they don't send the information to the developer, so to the plugin, to know that it's not a fake account. So for GitHub, they did added this information that now we need to use in this plugin. One change, the other change that I really like to have, and I'm going to do this one, it's anonymous for Facebook, because I think it's pretty good to let to not get any information from the user. So I don't know how it will be with the email address issue that I mentioned, because it's better if Moodle knows the email address. But for fact, it's that people are pretty reluctant to use their Google and Facebook account to connect into a site. To test, and often they quit the site when they don't have the manual authentication, if they cannot create an account, a manual account. It's a pure improvement, I think. But do you think you would like anything else? I don't see the name has a question. It's like it's on by a blue button.
Hi Jerome, I thought rather than sitting here typing away, I thought I'd just jump in and talk to you instead. It's maybe easier. Yeah, it's great. I think it's a really useful plugin. Just kind of thinking, just to answer your question, just if there was ways to, I guess it's issues with core Moodle, but to be able to connect user accounts and link user accounts.
Yeah, it's much more difficult, and it's not that it's much more difficult, but when I created this plugin, I didn't want to do any Moodle hack, so I just wanted to use core function. So my goal was it's easy to maintain because I do not hack Moodle. And there is an issue that I wrote some code in Exchange in Moodle, but has not been integrated yet. Should do on the tracker. Oauth2. On this issue, and we can vote for that issue. I did some screenshots actually. In this one, you could link. So in a profile of the user, you can link your account with different provider, and in fact it's kind of adding multiple authentication support to Moodle. So I invite you to go there and you can vote for this issue to be done. And actually this requires quite some user design. So it's quite not that obvious. It looks like very simple. Yeah, people they come and they click on Google and hope they are connected. But there is so many different use cases, in fact, that when they click, should they automatically linked to an existing account, but maybe the middle site or the user doesn't want that to happen. And when you click on Google, what do you do if the user, in fact, 1 year before already created an account and you end up to create 2 new accounts? So if you go on all the different sites on internet, people, they implemented this OAuth authentication with Google and Facebook in different way. So some people, they just create new account that cannot link automatically. Some people, they display a page when they ask you, do you want to be linked? Do you have an account? So actually, it's a good study. Do you have more questions?
No, there's nothing else from me, Jerome. Anybody else? Does anybody else have any questions for Jerome?
Actually, now that I remember, I created, if you go on a plugin page, I created a theme, so you can install then the theme install automatically the line. Yeah, that I had so much issue with. And so someone contributed some code that removes the need to put this line in. I will have a look if I can integrate this code.
Cool. Well, I'll just say a quick thank you again then for presenting at iMoot this year, and kind of call that the end of the session. But yeah,
Yeah.
I found it really interesting. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I apologize for people who's been watching and we lost like 15 minutes to find out where to put the line. But now I do understand better people pain. But tomorrow session will be much faster. I think in 30 minutes, you can have more compact and session. So yeah, if anyone here want to ask me any question, my email address, I enter it. You can contact me. I will answer to you. Thanks for watching, guys. Sure.